There we go. Alright, I know we got a giant crack right through where the screen should be, but there's not much I can do about that. We are on a severe warning storm right now. Welcome in, everybody. We did have a couple land spouts on the way here. I got some, I guess, okay footage of everything. So welcome in. We are going to be moving east here pretty quickly. I guess west may be an option, because we've got kind of a boundary here. Let me turn so you guys can see this blowing dust here. We got a big time dust foot off to our east. We had a couple land spouts earlier off west. They were all very weak and not super interesting, but they were there. We were in the perfect spot. So I bagged a couple of those before the stream started. Even got a little bit of a wall cloud going on this stuff west, so I think we might just wait here for a sec, see what happens. Yeah, there's like multiple eddies back here. There's kind of a little zone of rotation, and we may have a land spout to our west here. Just a little dirt whirly right now, but maybe it will reorganize or get a little better. Could just be outflow. Looks like it might be outflow, but yeah, there's kind of a little occlusion type thing in there with maybe a weak little wall cloud trying to form right next to where those land spouts were earlier. So just want to keep checking this out, make sure we're not missing anything. Otherwise we'll go east. Kind of already developing into a line here, but can't tell if this is just outflow in front of us or what. These spouts today have been very, very weak. Very weak land spouts earlier. Posted a couple, I posted 2 of them on my Twitter, but there were easily 4. They were so not notable though. Alright, well we're starting to get rain. I don't know where we go here. We could go east, keep ahead of the Supercell, or west and maybe try and get lucky with a spout, but I'm thinking we're getting outflow here, so I think we're gonna go east. And that's gonna be our move. We're gonna go east. Check this out right in front of us here. We've got big time outflow surge, kicking up dust here. Sorry, I know it's a little watery. I'm trying to fix that real quick here, but got some dusty outflow. Connection here just to make it a little easier on the hot spot. Got some big time outflow right here. A lot of wind, a lot of rain coming towards us here. We're gonna get out ahead. Feeling it shove my car right now. These here are just gustnados. Look at this dust crossing the road here right in front of us. These tumbleweeds, this dirt road, getting blasted in front of us. Very strong outflow. I don't know if another tornado is possible out of this with this much outflow. Sorry about that hail crack in the middle. You know how it is. I need a new windshield. Car's getting appraised here sometime this week because I've got major hail damage. So this big time dust foot crossing in front of us. See if we can't get a tornado to our north up here. Once this calms down, then maybe it can sort of restabilize itself into more of an inflow type storm. Yeah, we're getting outflow blast west too, so seems like a good idea we didn't go that way. Stuff flying across the road. Easily 60 mile an hour winds here. Yeah, maybe 40 or 50. I may have overestimated that. Man, these tumbleweeds are flying. Alright, we're getting out ahead of this supercell that's trying to conglomerate here. Oh. Battery came undone. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. Just keep it up a little more. Have to bolt that back in later. May have a little occlusion back here. I don't know how we're gonna get a single tornado with this much cold, stable outflow. Maybe we should have stayed on that boundary and hoped for a hybrid, I don't know. We'll get up here probably another 2 minutes and turn. We may have a little funnel back here, like in this spot. I think there's one up here, maybe not, maybe I'm going insane. Oh, here it is. All right, there is one, but we can't see it through the dust. We've got to keep going. There's a little darkened mass tucked right on the edge of the rain here. That might be our tornado trying to form. There is a velocity couplet on radar, not very strong. Yeah, we're gonna basically be doing what this guy's doing. FedEx. FedEx guy's got some storm chaser in him. Really would like to see the low levels of this storm in a little more detail, like right on the ground. Try and turn towards this funnel here. So you get up this hill. Yeah, there might be a big tornado back here. Here we go, we found a spot. There's a kind of a darkened lowering back in there here. Might be a big tornado, can't tell. We got another funnel cloud almost out ahead of the storm right there. You can kind of see that hopefully through the cracks. Take a couple pictures real quick just in case there might be something big back in there. Oh man, we have a funnel cloud going right now. Very high based. We're gonna back up. These tumbleweeds are trying to kill me when I stood up and got outside. This is a severe warning supercell right now. It's actually several supercells merging together. So that's part of the reason it's so dang messy right now. Back up here, give this guy a little bit of room. Kind of got an anti-cyclonic curl in front of us. And we're getting an outflow surge, so that little spinny boy looks like he just got undercut. We're gonna check our radar real quick. Really want to see what's going on back there. Very disorganized still. It's still trying to merge together. We're getting some semblance of supercell structure right here, so there's kind of that inflow and a kind of an occlusion off to the left here. Show that. I know there's a bajillion hail cracks. Cars getting appraised here in the next couple days, so. Seems like we're just gonna go completely outflow again. There's still that little curl there where that funnel was earlier. We're not getting much rain here, but outflow is reaching super far ahead of this storm. Yeah, there's a little curl right there, kind of moving towards us. Very high base storm. And with all this rain, it's gonna take a lot to get a dust tube all the way up there. It's spinning for sure. Got a big gustnado off to our northeast. Show you that. Big gustnado right there. Look at it go. And then we've got kind of an occlusion trying to go here. It looks a little rough. Definitely getting undercut and struggling. So we might just continue eastward. Keep getting ahead. Well, we're gonna just do that. I don't think a tornado is imminent from this. But I've been wrong before, so we gotta keep an eye on that. We've had a couple land spouts today, which is really the only reason I'm thinking we can manage a tornado. Bases are a little high, and any tornado would be kind of a hybrid type thing here with a lot of vorticity in the area. Yeah, it's just struggling a bit right now. Just missed an incredible land spout, I think, to our west. Right where we just were. Oh man, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I cannot believe we missed it. We were literally on. That's where we were waiting. darn it. Can't have lasted too long with all this outflow. I feel like we would see it from here. Our storm's just going pure outflow. We're even getting kind of that bow echo curl on the northern end. We'll pause here for a minute, recollect ourselves, or just collect ourselves, I guess. This storm might just be cooked. Yeah, it's all outflow, getting way ahead of the rain. Never a good sign for chasing. Yeah, it was 20 miles back. It's where we were waiting earlier. Well, what's our boundary doing? Expect it to start screaming south here. I mean, we could try and drive through the rain and go back west. That is an option. Because there's no good road that takes you from like south of here and then west. We'd have to go back through the rain. It's been gone for a little bit, so I don't know if we should continue going back east. I think we should probably just wait for something down here to mature. Got a big time supercell trying to form, but it's just so cold and stable. We're getting a little bit of cold air here, but let's look at mesoanalysis. Look at mesoanalysis here. Yeah, we're moving into a more stable air mass for sure, according to ML Cape. 3 Cape, it's peaking up north. Well, is there a chance we can get more development up north? I don't know, because it looks like these storms have produced a ton of outflow. Might be trying to get a supercell on the south side here of this line. Probably end up being our play if that happens. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the last real great spout of today, I would think. I mean, lapse rates are decent. We're sitting right on the edge of some very nice vorticity. Lapse rates are good, but they'll start to fall off here. If one of these bases and if one of these things in front of us really gets going, that's probably what we want to be on for the foreseeable future. Yeah, these are trying to become bases here in front of us, these lowered kind of things. If that happens, land spout threat might ramp up a little bit. We are in kind of a big vorticity zone right now. Would not be surprised if this can just hold here and this boundary doesn't keep surging south. And we'll just go for this tail end Charlie, I think. Like, it looks like we're getting maybe some sort of wall cloud trying to form, excuse me, with maybe even like a little funnel feature right there. I can't tell. I think we're in a decent spot. Yeah, it's a classic Palmer divide day. Look at chat, I haven't checked in a while. Hopefully everything's working. Kind of out of the habit of streaming, so you're gonna have to forgive me. Nope. Hey Amy, we are south of Last Chance, Colorado right now, north of Lyman. We are probably gonna continue south chasing one of these things. Probably the best chance to see something here. We are probably 2 miles south, 1 or 2 miles south of Last Chance, Colorado. Probably what, 20 or 30 miles north of Lyman, 30 miles north of Lyman. All right, it's starting to sprinkle here. We're gonna go south. I'm not too sure how good service is here, so hopefully it can hold out for us. I wanna go south because I'm hoping that one of these updrafts behind us starts to take over, or that we were looking at starts to take over. Sorry about the hail cracks. I know it's awful. There's literally nowhere on my windshield that isn't cracked. South. We've got like a base trying to go here, so I'm confident maybe we get something nice. Go down about a mile or two. Yeah, we got a wall cloud forming right now. Just here last week. We might have a tornado. Underneath this big broad wall cloud here. There's a bunch of other chasers here. See if we can't go down a little more. It's a definite wall cloud. We'll keep going down because there's no good viewing point because they're in the spots here. We've got a little dirt whirly underneath the developing wall cloud. Seems to be gone right now, but I would not be surprised to see a quick tornado out of this here. Very low wall cloud for our moisture profile. Got a tail coming on it. This might produce here. We just got to get ourselves in a fine position. In 3 miles. I had 4 landspouts today, at least, and I missed the best one of them. It's frustrating. I wish if we had a road that could take us east, that would be awesome, but I was just here last week, and the ranch road that takes you, west, and the ranch road that takes you west is gated off, so you just can't get through. In 1 or 2 miles, there's a road here. Wall cloud seems to be looking a little more diffuse now, but we got a great view of it. Seems like it's just going outflow now, though, which came through. Yeah, this is bowing way away from the updraft. Ranch road up here. We'll go right. Let's see how everything's looking. Yeah, it just gusted out again. It should reorganize though, and it seems like it's going to go south because of this outflow, so we're going to keep moving. We'll wait another mile. Actually, we'll take this road and then we'll just go watch, and then there's a road up here in a mile that takes us west and south, closer to this storm's path, because we're way off it right now. I mean, I kind of want to see what this shelf looks like, though. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Should be a nice shelf to our north, pretty high based, but shouldn't be ugly. Ranch road up here. We'll take a left, or excuse me, a right. Man, what are my directions today? I just have a gut feeling that a supercell is going to form on the tail end of this, and then I'm going to regret it if I'm not in a good spot. Alright, we're south of Last Chance right now, north of Lyman. What road are we on? Forgot. Oh, we're on the Heartland Expressway, State Highway 71 in eastern Colorado. I was on this ranch road last week. I think it was last Tuesday. It's the 13th. So 6 days ago. Yeah, it's kind of a mid-shelf, but you can kind of see the only interesting stuff is going to be where that scud is, I think. Might be cooked. It's looking way more whale's mouthy now. Gotta hope that can hang on, maybe. And it's gonna start to ingest this outflow of these storms south. Outflow wall feature thingy here that has my interest, but it looks pretty rough outside of that. Pull up here and find a spot. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, this might be about done already. Look real quick. Yeah, it's just getting big outflow surge there, straight in front of us. Some other high base storms to our south, they don't look interesting either. Is it just unzipping down the boundary? That might be what's happening. It just looks this looks like a very stable shelf cloud though. Very horizontal. Out a little more. There we go. That's kind of what we're watching for any interesting development, but it looks awful whale's mouth like here. And there's a big dust outflow surge to the south. Maybe a sign that today is about done, at least in our area. Now there's a lot of other places with severe weather threats today. Like there's a slight risk from Colorado into the Nebraska Panhandle, southeastern Wyoming up into southwestern South Dakota, northeastern Wyoming into eastern Montana. It's just very outflow dominant now, and I don't even know if it can be saved here. We need this outflow to slow down or stop, but I don't know how likely that is to happen. I mean, our updraft is 5 miles behind it right now. It's pretty blocky though, so I don't know, I'm gonna get out and look, see what it looks like back to our east. Well, this storm seems like it's doing okay. It seems like it almost might even be catching the outflow to the south. It's definitely catching it closer towards us. This outflow here is starting to retreat north again. It's still moving south, but not nearly as quickly. So if it can make it out here, it might have a decent tornado chance, given how low it is and how we're right on that kind of a low pressure area here. Lots of vorticity. Inflow tail kind of went away for a little bit, but it's coming back, so we'll see what this guy can do. couple of developments. Our storm's kind of pulling in the boundary now where we're at, but it's also just really tiny, and it's really shoving the boundary south of it outwards. You can kind of see that line of clouds in front of you. It might be trying to reorganize and get a bigger updraft, but it is tiny right now. Very tiny storm. Seems to have eradicated itself. Base is occluding north into the cold air, and it's getting smaller. Well, what are our options here? Yeah, it's just not looking great. This outflow is just racing away. Our storm's definitely like trying to ingest it a little bit, but it seems like it's too late. All right, well, I have to get going. I gotta get back home. Got some work I gotta do, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Annoying that all the tornadoes happened where we started the day, but we didn't see any of them. Very frustrating here. Oh, need to get this fly out of here. Whew. Check chat here and call it a day, I think. Short chase, but it was good. I don't know why it only works works when I open it in a new tab. Give me chat. Oh, thank you for the 50, Roland. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry, I just saw that. That's awesome. Roland and Judy, thank you so much. I really appreciate the 50. Yeah, we are south of Lyman now, but I'm thinking this is done. Our updraft, let me turn a little bit so I can show you guys. Our updraft is really tiny now. It's getting disconnected, kind of like that. Oh, good bolt. It doesn't look all the way connected to the storm. It's looking kind of stable. Lots of lightning on it. I'm just not sure. Something might reform out of this if it can pick up its own outflow, but I don't think that's what it's gonna do here. It's just been kind of getting shredded. Yeah, it's looking really sorry now. The outflow is way south. The storm is not keeping up with it. Or keeping up with the outflow. Base is looking really ragged. Disconnected. It's starting to look stable. I don't think we have too many options. That storm down by Simla and Lyman has weakened significantly. And I have to be home here in about 2 hours. I don't think there's anything we can catch by then. There's that storm way up by Kimball, Nebraska. That one looks interesting. Don't think, there's no spotters on it. It's kind of a tiny storm, but I love chasing that area too. All right, yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it. I gotta head back towards Denver. I got some work stuff I gotta take care of today that just came up, so. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And have a great rest of your